Spirit, says the Spirit of God. It is the spirit that is from the pits of hell. It is the spirit of fear that has come upon this land, the United States, and upon the people of this earth. Yet why do you fear? Why do you speak fear? Why do you embrace and agree with fear? Why do you allow fear to steal the future from this generation and from your children that's emerging, says the Spirit of God? For listen to the sound of what you are saying. This is the sound. This is what they shall say. Across this land, the United States, they shall say, how great, how great, how great, how great is our God. Listen, as you hear it in California, there shall be a sound once again. And they shall gather upon the beaches, and they shall gather in the cities. And where there have been places where they have protested, there shall be a march, and there shall be a gathering of those of the young who shall say, the word in our mouth is how great is our God. For they have gathered in your capital to protest many things that they say must have a voice and must have a cause. But God says, what shall you do when mothers and fathers and families not too far in your distant future shall say, let us have a movement and a march that joins the family and brings our children and our sons and daughters to declare, great is our God. And they shall gather from the north and the south and the east and the west. And your media shall not be able to contain or handle this sight that they say they have been hostile. God says they do not march in hostility. They march to the God of wonder, to the God of power, and to the God of might, who has come to embrace 2020 and to what shall begin in 2020 as a new decade. And I have said to you that it shall be known and declared as the decade of difference. I say this because things shall shift and things will be different, especially for those who have called upon my name. I am the same God that caused Pharaoh to say, who is this that you say shall do these things? Yet I put a difference in the land of Egypt and in the land of my people Israel. And I brought a distinction. And this is what this decade shall be known. And the leaders of this land who have mocked, who have tried to push me out, who have tried in their pride to build something without me like the days of Babel, I shall cause a dividing to come to them and even to their party. Enough of those who say, this nation shall be without God. Do not be fooled. Do not be disillusioned, says the Spirit of grace, as there shall be signs in this earth that shall seem harsh. For this shall be the word that arises in your papers, harsh. Watch for the word avalanche. And God says, what you don't understand is there shall be a burying of the principalities and the powers of darkness, the evil strategies of men, that I might have my way in this time, because not of the many, but of the few, who have grabbed my heart and brought my mercy to this land at this time. And the Spirit of God says, You have seen the winds. You have seen the fires. You have seen the floods. Now you shall shake and shake and shake and shake. And it shall not be in the places where they prognosticate, that they may know that when something shakes where it is not known to shake, that it shall be a sign. Something is about to emerge in your land, in those places of shaking. Can I spare a people? Can I spare those that lives would not be lost? Watch what I do to get the attention of this land. There shall be a harshness in snow, in ice, in rain, harsh winds, strange winds, strange cloud formations, and strange sounds. Do not be moved and fooled. For when I spoke a word, let us go to the other side, the wind became harsh. The enemy sought to respond and to stop, because a region would be opened and people would be set free and awakened. The enemy has heard my decree, and I have spoken that this year shall be the beginning of change for you and for this nation. Therefore, do not be moved by the harshness. It shall be strangely mild, and there shall be strange, harsh freezes. Watch what I do to take what the enemy has meant and to do something that they say could not be done in this land. I shall bring a healing. I shall bring a uniting, but it shall not be the way that you think. And I will bring one who has spoken words that seem harsh. Yes, I speak of one who stands to lead in your nation. And there shall be a shift as you hear the words of Christ upon their lips. But there will be a shift of compassion that shall gather the one in charge and the one who is vice. And you will begin to see together they will stand in the land. And there will be an anointing of compassion that I shall release as the Father of grace. For it was in the compassion that there was a dividing of the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes that united a people, as the needs of the people were met. Listen to what I say to you. Do not be moved by what is taking place at this time. For God says it's a smoke screen for what I'm about to say to you. If I could give David rest from his enemies, if I could give land rest in the days of Pharaoh who would not call upon my name, in the midst of false gods and worship and corruption, can I bring rest to this land, the United States, once again? I shall.